What is going on, guys? Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a custom world in Lego Fortnite. So if you are on the Fortnite section, so for instance you've just got to go down here basically, you have your rocket racing, you have festival, you have battle royale, but you want to go to the Lego. From here you can select the worlds, and just to show you kind of more on the custom, I have two different ones that I kind of play and also go with. I obviously use the sandbox, more to test stuff out, and I don't have to use any of my resources, and my survival is something I'm building just naturally throughout the worlds. But basically you can use the create a new world. If you want to share the world, you need a key holder from somebody else. Also, you can give your own. You have to go into the settings of it basically, and you can do it that way. So if you click create a new world, you have all of your world slots here. Obviously you can only have so many. So if you fill these up, you do need to delete one before you can make a new one. So then you go into the selection of the world. So you've got the difference between a survival and a sandbox. Survival as it stands is literally you've got to fend for yourself and figure out just to get everything yourself. If you're going in for the sandbox, this is where you can spawn items, you can basically fly, you don't need to die. There's a lot more creativity that you can make, and it's very similar if you've ever played Minecraft, the same sort of setting. You can obviously go with different kind of zones that you can go in. So obviously if you want to try something different, you can go into more of a desert place to start with. This is great if you are trying to figure out, for instance, if you're looking at the kind of the Frostlands, you can go in and see what you'd need to get for your start of a world basically. If you're starting, personally I would always go in the grasslands, and then naturally you can kind of progress through the better zones and work your way through there. But say I was, for instance, going to go into the final one. Are you looking for gift cards, game keys and more? Head over to U7Buy for a variety of cards you can get today, from PSN, Steam, all the way to Xbox, with huge amounts of price variations. Check the link in the description for cheap, reliable digital cards for you right now. Then we have the override world seed. So this is good if you want to kind of share it as such. And what you could do with this basically is if you want to share the world, you can share it so that they do have a share hold world, which means they can go on when you're not on. So say if you've got multiple friends but not all of you play at the same time, you can go at different times and do it. On the sandbox mode, you can choose to have enemies off or on depending on how you're doing it, and then also you can choose to have hunger or not, and this will customize your world. Temperature you can turn off as well, so if you want to not feel the cold and not have to worry about that, then obviously you can do that as well. Stamina you can turn off and on as well, which is just great for running if you plan to run anywhere. Elimination is basically, can you die basically, literally as it is. Drop inventory upon elimination. So again, if you are looking to make this just a little bit easier on yourself, your elimination is on but you don't drop anything. That again is just something you can customize. Friendly creatures, which is, they're basically like your cows, chickens, stuff that isn't necessarily going to attack you. Villagers, again, that's going to be one that if you do want them, you want to kind of see what that level 10 village is like before obviously you get up there in the actual survival game. You can do that pretty much straight away as you have all of the unlimited resources. So once you're happy with all of that, you just press X, you go OK again, and it will create the world for you. Obviously this is going to be a sandbox world. More than likely I will destroy it before we go. Once you're then, you'll match make up, and just to show you what it looks like when we get into it, obviously you've got to elapse the time unfortunately, and it will start to make the world, so maybe the first time might take you a little bit longer to get in there, because naturally it's just trying to create your world basically. It shouldn't take too much time. You get obviously the little cutscene, or let's say cutscene loading screen, and you should go into the zone that you're actually kind of put yourself in. I haven't actually even started in the ice before. I've done it in my survival and obviously in the other custom one I've done, but I haven't ever started there. And it's interesting because if you start in the ice, naturally if you start in the ice on a survival, you technically wouldn't be able to really do anything, because most of the ice requires like an epic axe or epic mining pickaxe. So naturally if we are here, let's have a look. So we've started off with a bit of, okay, so that's pretty cool. So it has started as in the grasslands, and then obviously you can see you can go that way, but then you, okay, forgot about you. And then obviously you can see the big ice things over here. If you're in the custom one, you can obviously go and already have everything that you want in your inventory. And as you can see, if I look at the granite, it is unlimited. If then I wanted to add items, you just press the up on the D-pad, you have your inventory here. You can go into the items and just press A on everything, and it will all pop up in your inventory, and you can obviously go and utilize it as normal. If you want to obviously go further away and kind of go and explore stuff, naturally you can do that, and it is really cool that it has kind of put you on the boundary, and then you've got to go find the desert, which actually is over there. So this is probably the perfect seed, because naturally you set yourself up here in the grasslands, you got your desert over there, and you've got your ice over there. That is literally the perfect spawn part if you ever needed one.